My big problem with America's right wing is informed by four major reasons. And as you will see shortly, the fourth reason has direct adverse effects on Africa. Firstly, their stance on immigration is deeply problematic. The right wing often considers immigrants to be the root cause of America's problems, from economic struggles to cultural shifts. Yet America itself is a land built by immigrants. America's founding fathers, who are greatly revered by the right wing, simply arrived and settled without visas or immigration checks. The idea of an illegal immigrant is therefore contradictory to the spirit of America's origins. Today's immigrants, like the founders, are simply following that same tradition of seeking better lives. The right wing's rhetoric around immigration betrays a fear of diversity that is at odds with America's historical identity as a land of immigrants. If the right wing continues with this anti-immigrant vitriol, then maybe America's 300 million plus people should all go back to wherever their ancestors came from and leave Native Americans to decide who they will allow to come back. My second issue with the US right wing is their unwillingness to accept scientific and empirical evidence on climate change. You see, Africa is experiencing the devastating effects of climate change. Thousands of lives have already been lost to climate-related phenomena like severe droughts. Because of that, climate change is not an ideological debate for us. We live it every day. As the largest greenhouse gases emitter for decades, the US cannot abscond its responsibility to this matter. If they deny climate change, then they will not play a critical part in repairing the damage they have already caused. That's unacceptable. America, you must clean the climate mess that you have already caused. Africa refuses to be a victim of your ideological wars. The third reason why I have a problem with the US right is their full-throated, often unconditional support for Israel. This support seems less about fostering balanced foreign relations in the Middle East and more about aligning with Israel, since it's the birthplace of Christianity. There are, of course, other factors that I will not get into today, but such unwavering support, arguably largely based on religious ties, can come off as a form of radical Christianity, not entirely different from the fervor seen in radical Islam. This approach may one day harm America itself in ways that it cannot even begin to imagine. Lastly, the right wing serves as the political driver and enabler of vulture capitalism, which inflicts immense harm on Africa. Under their influence, American corporations exploit African markets by selling low-quality, sometimes harmful products, such as the substandard hygiene products like Olo's parts. They also stifle local industries through corporate dominance, as seen with Coca-Cola's pressure on local soft drink sectors. They also engage in reckless extraction of Africa's resources. This vulture capitalism reduces Africa's development capacity and deepens its dependency on exploitative foreign interests. In summary, my problem with America's right wing is that just like the left wing, they place ideological purity above practical, common sense solutions. Their stances on the African market, immigration, rejection of science, and religiously motivated foreign policies culminate in a skewed and flawed approach to Africa and the rest of the world. Africans will no longer respect or engage with any American government that doesn't treat Africa as an equal, whether that government is right-wing or left-wing. Even if our presidents fail to respect themselves by placing America on a pedestal, the African people will eventually have the final say.